All right, Shalom.
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 All right, first and foremost, we have to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai,
Bahashem.
Hashem.
Ba'ashem,
Rakatadash.
Bahashem.
Barakadash. I'd say double honor.
Makakadash.
We like to say double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, who rule well and taught us this truth. We also like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. All right, your brother Salah.
Brother
Brothers
Nawaha.
enough. Brothers enough.
All right, and for today's lesson, man, it's gonna be titled, these other nations, man, they are fucking tired of Babylon the Great, man. They are tired of the of all the bullshit that Babylon's fucking put them through, man. Man, and they getting ready to come together to basically shoot arrows, man, to wage war with this great horde, man. We're gonna get out the we're gonna get out the beast hating the horde, man. Let's get that out.
And then,
Because we're in that time right now. All right, this is Book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 16. This is where we are right now, and we almost at the MOTB, going back to Revelation 13, 16 on down, right? But Revelation 17 says, "And the 10 horns which saw upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." And that's what these other nations are about to do, man. They about to come together. All right. Right, what are these other nations doing? Let's see this right here.
they're doing the Lord's work.
That's what they're doing.
They doing prophecy.
That's right, man. This is the book of
A,
Joel.
man, a man's going is of the Lord. A man going is
Exactly.
of the Lord. How can a man understand his way?
Hey, that's right, brothers. The war drums are beating in the heathens. They taking the heat, man. They getting hip to what's happening, man. Man, they're at the point where now, like, all right, Esau, man, all right, Babylon, you had your time, man. Now it's our turn, right? And this book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9, says there, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, meaning Yahweh's judgment. For there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about. So yeah, man, World War III is about the pop the fuck off, man. Like these heathens, man. I'm telling you, man. These heathens, they're fucking tired, man, of Babylon the Great, man. And this and this video, it was inspired by the elder Malcolm, man. Check out his channel, man. GMS Maccabee in Spirit. Right here, you can pause the video, take a screenshot, man. Type that in, you'll find him. But yeah, man, yeah, yeah, and the reason why it inspires me is this senator, I believe his name's Scott Ritter, but he's basically on that Psalms 91 spirit, man, where he's basically tell tell him that America Babylon America Babylon the Great. They don't care about these other fucking nations, man. Man, they're using them as tools, man, as tools for a means end, man. To ultimately take their fucking resources for themselves, man. To make themselves great and to turn everyone else into shitty third world countries, man. That's what the fuck America does, man. And that's why you fucking Edomites, y'all motherfuckers, you gonna pay for this shit, man. We gonna fucking beat your ass in the kingdom, man.
That's a fact.
It's a fact, man.
They tell me I got a precept too.
Go ahead, brother.
Let me bring it up. So Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time.
Yeah, that's right, man. These wicked elites know they have a short time. That's why they sent the man, Caesar Nero, aka Trump, to push forth the MOTV ultimately. And how is he doing that with these fucking terrorists, man? And if you watch the Elder Malcolm's video, man, there's a woman said there, man, and we're not gonna play that part, but basically a woman said that no more ships are coming to the port, so that means we're not getting any more imported goods. So guess what that means for the shelves and for the jobs? The jobs are gonna disappear here, and shelves are gonna run empty, man. That's gonna cause an order up chaos scenario where people are gonna be robbing and looting each other, man. We're gonna be in that second Ezra spirit, man. Or he's gonna say, "Woe is me, woe is me." Who's gonna save me from those times? Because we fastly approaching those times, man.
Bro, in the next 3 weeks, I can't even imagine how America's about to be economy wise. It's definitely about to be a big crash in the next 3 weeks, bro. Like I could see all hell people wilding in the next 3 weeks. I don't know about y'all, but just off man, people ain't gonna be. You know how people, because we got two different brains. You got the gut brain, then you got our regular brain. And when that gut brain get hungry and it ain't been able to eat, it ain't man. It's gonna send signals to your brain, and you gonna start tweaking.
That's right. And
And
niggas
you
better
gotta
know
leave
how to live off the
them
land.
parasites. Exactly.
Niggas better know
Yeah,
how to
man.
live
People
off
about to
that
be out here
land.
wild. Exactly.
You better know how to grow some
Whew.
seeds. You better know how to put some seeds in the ground.
That's right, man. It's definitely that time, man. Whew.
But it's nothing you could do. It's nothing you could do unless you have that faith in Yahweh Shem Shah. If you don't have that faith in Yahweh Shem Shah, you're through. You're finished.
Exactly. We
Because
entering that time when
The Lord about to create miracles out here. Miracles never seen before for the
exactly.
elect.
Hey, hey,
Yep.
hey, man. Let's see what the Lord's gonna do, man. When the enemy comes in like a flood. When the enemy comes in like a all right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshai shall lift up a standard against him. Meaning what? We some of us men are going to gain that spiritual power from on high, man. He gonna put the power on us to fucking wipe out these seasons, man. Do some Mortal Kombat shit, man. Go fucking Super Saiyan and just demolish their heads off, man. Man, and those times are fastly approaching. Lord's will. We are part of that number. We part of the elect. That 144,000 and the 1/3 believers out there, right? And so without any further ado, that this Edomite man, former U.S. Marine intelligence officer, or former U.S. intelligence Marine officer senior, Scott Ritter. He's basically gonna say how America feels about you other heathen nations, right? Right. He's in that Psalms 91 spirit. Where his own tongue shall fall upon him. So I'm gonna let him speak. Without any further ado, here it is. But before I play this video, right? Before I play this video, I know how you doubles get down, right? So I'm gonna go to. I'm all right. You brothers can't see it, but I'm gonna pull up the copyright. The copyright disclaimer. All right. So disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for a purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Again, if any medical information comes out, it's not for medical information. It's just news reporting. Again, fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, and without any further ado, we're gonna play the video.
let friends die in those friends don't let friends die in those quantities. The Ukrainians have been displaced by the tens of millions. Friends don't let friends have their cities destroyed in this manner. Friends don't let friends have families separated, have mothers and children destined to a life of refugee status in perpetual poverty. That's not how friends behave. America has never been the friend of the Ukrainians, and we are not the friends of the Filipinos. We are using you. You are a tool until there's nothing left, and then we will discard you on the trash heap of history.
But he also goes into detail. This I couldn't find the rest of the video, so I'm just gonna play this from Elder Malcolm's video. By the way, for y'all brothers and few sisters out there, you should definitely watch this video. He brings out good stuff.
The United States is incapable of fighting a sustained conflict against a peer-level force. The United States cannot fight and engage China and win. We will not beat the Chinese. We cannot beat the Chinese, and we know this, and yet we're using the Philippines to create the conditions of potential conflict with the Chinese. Please understand that for the Filipino people, this is a recipe for disaster. You think America is your friend. So too did the Ukrainian people. Yep. And they are dying by the hundreds of thousands. The Ukrainians have been displaced by the tens of millions. That's not how friends behave. America has never been the friend of the Ukrainians, and we are not the friends of the Filipinos. We don't like you. If we did like you, we wouldn't be doing this to you. We are using you. You are a tool, nothing but a tool, and when the tool ceases to be useful, we will discard you. And discard you means usually after a war that devastates you. We are using you to gain some...
Hey, you 501c3 camps might want to listen to that portion of this message. All right? You signed these contracts for temporary riches on a place that is about to burn. And now many of you're going to have no covering. And you women that were part of those camps that listened to that and listened to the fraud and the false allegations that were said against the men of the Great Millstone about grape and underage marriage. You fed into all them lies, because that's the main lie that they. As a matter of fact, it was IUIC who propagated that lie in the first place. All right. And especially when they're defeated in doctrine and when they get exposed for their lies, that's what they run to. So all you people who subscribe to that, you women, don't come running over here. All right? Don't come. You will be turned away.
Some sort of momentary leverage over the Chinese. We will fail. The Chinese will win, and you will be destroyed. End of story. Continue to behave as colonial subjects, and I know that's a short grow up. Grow up and act responsibility. Take control of your own future. America is not here to help you. America is here only to use you. And we still view you as our colonial subjects.
Yep.
We don't like you. We don't care about you. We just want to use you until there's nothing left, and then we will discard you on the trash heap of history.
It's very important for the Philippines to be clear-eyed in what's going on and not to be led down the path by bellicose military people from the United States. Whatever you do not simply become a tool of the United States and be led into an armed conflict that ends up in disaster for the Filipino people.
So,
all right. So we're gonna stop right there, and so we're gonna get out a couple of precepts, right? Right, and you know, and you know what, the people, I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. The people of the Philippines, they'll ultimately they're gonna be fine. Will they face war? Yeah, probably. Because World War III is gonna come, and it's gonna affect everyone regardless, right? So whether or not they take heed to this message, that doesn't really matter. But the main point is, Esau, man, this motherfucker, he basically told on his damn self. So the president, so the people of the Philippines, the government, the president Marcos Jr. or whatever, man, he could take a look at that and he'll be like, oh, okay, bet. Okay, okay, that's okay. They probably known this for years, right? Right, right. They're only being hospitable to these damn foreigners is because they know they can make money off of them. Just like how China keeps using the petrol dollar, the world reserve currencies because they know they can make a buck from you stupid ass Babylonians, man.
That's right, man.
And that's the only reason why we still fucking deal with America. But you know what? But now the Filipinos, the Chinese and the other East Asian countries, they'll be like, hey, you know what? We don't like America. We all fucking hate America. How about this? How about we? Why don't we stop fighting? We join forces and then we fucking and then how about we get rid of Babylon? How about we discard them like a fucking tool, man? All right, all right, so let's get a few precepts, right? Yeah, this should be the Psalms 91 precept. Oh, Salaki, it was Psalm 64. I made a mistake. Salaki, Al Bashim, Al Shai, Bashim, Kakadash. All right, Psalm 64, starting at verse 8. It says here, so they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Yeah, man. And they're gonna see this video, and I'm gonna show you proof that the president that he'll watch. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the receipts. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of Yahweh, for they shall wisely consider his doing. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord Yahweh and shall trust in him, and all the upright in his heart shall glory. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yes, yeah, man. So like, yeah, man. So that starts. So that starts. With the Israelites. The elect 144,000 and the 1/3, man. We're taking heed, man. We all see that this devil's full of shit, man. And Lord's willing, we that Yahweh Bashim outside protects us, man. We not gonna bow down to that fucking MOTB, man. Do not take the chip. Do not take the micro C hit, man. I'm telling you this right now, Bishop Nate, dumbass. All right, all right, yeah, all right. So all right. So what's it called? These other nations join together, right? All right. All right, so these what these other nations are about to do to Babylon, man. When I say they're gonna join forces, right? Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border, right? And did Scott Ritter say America doesn't want any smoke from anyone that has the same power as them, as the same strength, just like China.
Mm-hmm.
And and once the Philippines realizes and once they see that video, right? Because after this I'm gonna show you that the president and the Filipino government actually do watch videos like these online, right? Right? They'll actually will get him. They'll get word of it, right? And they could actually use that as a receipt, right? Because I'm gonna show you a video that they'll watch videos like this and they'll be like, okay, so they'll take that as treason. They'll take that as betrayal, right? So and that'll give them enough reason to join China, right? Because they'll be like, okay, you fucking abused our hospitality. You've abused our kind people. You know what? Fuck you. We're gonna join your enemy. And how about this? We're gonna fuck you over, man. Fuck you, Babylon. All right.
Telling you.
All right, so Salaki about that. I'm gonna continue reading Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. Yeah, man. There's no more understanding. Meaning what? There's no more wisdom. and that goes back to the precept. There is no more wisdom in Teman.
All right. Babylon.
Babylon's through, man. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord, Al Bashim Al Shai Sabaoth, meaning his armies. Is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Their wisdom is their wisdom vanished? Yeah, man, their wisdom is vanished. They in a fucking corner. They're making all these erratic decisions, and ultimately the Lord he's setting them up to make them fuck to get them fucked at the end, right? Right. So, all right. So now that we brought that out, man, we gonna show you the receipt, right? That the president of the Philippines, right? That he does look at videos like these, right? Because so in our previous video, we talked about a Russian Americanized Edomite, by the name Vitaly, where he's basically harassing the people of the Philippines, and President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. He puts his foot down and says, like, you know what, you know what, I'm gonna make an example of this piece of shit, man. We're gonna fucking throw him in jail, and guess what? He has to wait. He could wait up to 3 to 5 fucking years until his trial house. But if that motherfucker survives, then he's gonna get slapped with another 24 years on top of that. So he's gonna be so this man's basically cooked, right? Right. So and this video right here is gonna show that the president does watch these videos, and he could use these videos as evidence, and be like, oh, okay, so they really weren't our friends, not that they didn't already know that, right? These people already know that. It's just that now they have it on document, like that's considered a fucking receipt, right? They have that receipt out now that's floating around the internet. And so now that could be a good enough excuse for them to join with the BRICS nation, right? And ultimately say, fuck Babylon the Great, man. Wafa Babal Sherlock Rayam Mashapayim to Babylon the Great. All right, so without any further ado, we're gonna play this video.
Scooter now. Oh, give me your scooter now. No. Give me your scooter now. Give me a ride. No. Yes, you're gonna take a ride.
Ang isa pa nating nakita ngayong linggo, yung kagalit-galit na pinanggagawa ng isang foreign vlogger sa ating mga kababayan.
I'm gonna rob you.
Biro man na ito o hindi, sino naman Pilipino ang hindi kukulo ang dugo sa napapanood natin? Nakakalungkot dahil ito isang naging bahagi na ng social media na nagkakaroon ng mga vlogger na nanggugulo lang, nang aasar lang, nang buwisit lang, nang babastos lang para makakuha ng mga viewers. Huwag tayong sasama dyan sa ganyang klaseng ugali. Hindi naman ganyan ang ugaling Pilipino. Asahan ninyo yung mga gumagawa ng ganyan na hindi natin pababayaan na patuloy nilang ginagawa.
Tapos na po ang mga dayuhan, akala na lang, kaya na lang napastangin ang mga Pilipino. Ito'y ehemplo na seryoso tayo na sa sariling bayan natin. Hindi tayo magpapabasa sa kanila.
Likas na mababait ng mga Pilipino. Magalang, makapumbaba, napakahaba ng pasensya. Kaya't nakakalungkot na makitang naaabusong ganito nating katangian. Natural sa atin na matawanan lamang at hindi na palakihin ang mga ganitong klaseng pambabastos. Pero hindi nang huhulugan na palalampasin ito ng ating pamahalaan. Dapat tayo pumalag sa mga bully. Kasama nyo ang pamahalaan para ilugar ang mga ganitong tao. Sana ay magsilbing aral ito sa mga pagtatangkang pumasok pa rito sa Pilipinas para lang hamakin at gawing katatawanan ang ating mga kababayan. Ngayong darating na mahal na araw, piliin natin ang kapayapaan. Piliin natin ang kaligtasan para sa ating mga sarili at lalo na sa ating mga pamilya. Ang bagong Pilipino ay naninindigan para sa kanyang bayan. Ang bagong Pilipino ay pumapanig sa kapayapaan at kaligtasan, lalo na sa lansangan. Magbigayan tayo, maging magpakumbaba. Mabuhay po tayo lahat.
Holy fucking...
All right, and you saw they basically turn that, they basically, you saw them turn that dumbass Edomite vlogger into an example, right? Why you should be doing this stuff in the Philippines, and that and now because they took wind, right? They saw now that video of that video from Scott Ritter of him basically saying that the U.S. is basically using Philippines as a damn tool, as a damn war proxy. They're gonna take wind of that too, and they're gonna be like, you know what? You know what? We fucking had it with America. They're gonna use that deal to switch sides, man. Man, they're gonna turn on the beast, man. I'm telling you, they will turn on the beast, man. Man, prophecy is coming together, all right? All right, we don't know when, but we know it's soon, right? And now we're gonna show you what Moab thinks of Babylon. Now we've already seen this video before, but now Moab is speaking up against them, right? He's speaking up against these fucking Edomites. So, so without any further ado, we're gonna play this video as well.
Fully prepared to fight to the very end, because the world is big enough that the United States is not the totality of the market in the world. So if the United States wants to go in that direction of completely shutting itself out of the China market, be my guest.
Yeah, and China will lose the US market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't care. We don't care. China has been here for 5,000 years. Most of the time, there was no United States, and we survived. And if the United States wants to bully China, we will deal with the situation without the United States. And we expect to survive for another 5,000 years.
When you hear Donald Trump say China wants a deal, it just doesn't know how to go about it. They're proud people. J.D. Vance talks about Chinese peasants. What do you make of their conduct in this respect?
If J.D. Vance thinks that he's dealing with the peasants in China, and I'm proud to be a descendant of the peasants, most of us are descendants of the peasants anyway, that's our tradition. We are farmers before, but now we are one of the leading industrialized economies in the world. So I'm sorry, J.D. Vance doesn't know what he's talking about. And therefore, I don't think there will be China-US dialogue unless the United States changes its attitude towards China. Deal with China as it is, show respect to China, show respect to the Chinese people, and don't try to impose your prejudice and biased view about China or about the rest of the world. For this trade war, the United States did it, they initiated it, they imposed it on mankind as a whole. China rose up and defended its own interest. President Trump and the Americans tell the world that if I slap you in the face, don't slap me back. That's not the logic China follows. If you slap me in my face, I slap you back. That's the tit for tat.
In a 20 China, are you a competitor? Are you an ally? Are you a threat? How would you regard your relationship with Britain?
First of all, between China and Britain, from the Chinese perspective, Britain is not a rival, is not a competitor, it is not an enemy, is not an adversary. Britain is just an important country to get along with in peace and in friendship and for mutual benefit. Now, how Britain looks at China, it's up to the British government and people to decide. But I think it will be completely misguided for Britain to view China as an enemy or adversary or a competitor. What do China and Britain compete with? China is the largest manufacturer of automobiles. Competing with Britain? No. China is the largest exporter of EV cars and will lead the whole world in EV production. Is Britain a competitor? No. China will be the biggest and most important producer and R&D in terms of semiconductor in no time. Does that mean that China competes with Britain? No. China will be the leading nation in AI revolution. Is Britain a competitor? No. So I think British government should not overestimate its impact on the global scene and view Britain as a rival of China. China is not. China is a fact. China is a megatrend for Britain to live with and get along with. Let's make peace.
Do you think that recent actions by the
all right. So basically, right now, you just saw Moab You just saw Moab boasting against Esau, right, man? You saw him boast against Babylon, and you saw him boast against one of the heads of the beast, right? Great Britain or the UK, right? Well, they're not Great Britain anymore, but that takes me to one scripture, right? All right, so this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, and we're gonna start at let's let's, 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 let's start at verse 9. It says here, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee, to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall all they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become likened unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and thy noise of thy vows. The worm is spread underneath thee," meaning what? Decay, man. Moral decay, economic decay, physical decay, infrastructural decay, man. You name it, man. Babylon's fucking collapsing. The worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? And Lucifer means enlightened one, and that's speaking of Esau, Edom, right? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mountain of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened the house that opened not the house of his prisoners? So yeah, basically, man, these other nations, right? They looking sideways at Babylon the Great, and they're basically saying this, man. They're basically saying this. Yeah, Esau, you ain't nothing but a piece of shit, man. Man, we basically have to have the cards in our hand. We have the ball in our court, man. We we pretty much doing better than you economically. That's why Trump, man, he's making all these fucking erratic decisions, trying to get that lick back, trying to get that golden age. But we know that's not that's not possible, right? And Brother Sarah, if you know what precept I'm thinking of, the one where it says we would have healed Babylon.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
So it would be Jeremiah 51:9. It says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies."
Hey, that's right, man. They would have healed Babylon, but guess what, man? These other nations, they're forsaking her, man. And now Philippines, they eventually gonna get hit on too, and the other southeast nations, man, like Thailand, Singapore, Cambodia, man. Even now we see North Korea and Japan, or actually talking the Korea and Japan, yeah, North and South Korea and Japan, they're starting to join with China, man, and and that's gonna fulfill the prophecy of everyone going to his own country, right? Right, like these nations, man, they're coming together to go against Babylon the Great, man, and this is happening in real time right now. Also, so so brothers, man, and you few sisters, man, the collapse is imminent right there. We're basically at the door, right? Right, like there's no going back, man. The kingdom's at hand, man. Yahushua, man. Man, he's gonna come back and he's gonna fucking destroy these nations, man. He's coming to to deliver us, the elect of Israel. Lord willing, we're part of that number, right?
Willing. I got a preset for what you just said too. So yeah, this is for the hopeful elect. Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter down to thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. So that's talking about the elect going into the chariots, you know, and they're gonna be watching the destruction of Babylon the Great. You know.
Hey, that's right, man. That's that great and terrible day that's coming, man. Man, and as soon as that MOTB hits, man, you know damn well what the other nations are gonna do.
Right.
Spare no. This is what's gonna happen, right? Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows. For she has sinned against the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright, so and that's what the fuck's gonna happen at the end, man. All these other nations, including the EU, man, they're gonna join onto the BRICS because like that Edomite said, man, they screwed over Ukraine, which by extension screwed over Europe, man. So now they look at America sideways. They nearly looking upon Babylon, man. So man. So with that, man. Man, we're gonna end off the lesson right here. I had to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rukaha Kodash. All right, double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who well taught us his truth. We also like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the whole elect in the 1/3, his brother Salah.
Brother Zanah.
And over here we have brother Nawa, and with that we like to say Shalom.
Shalom.